morning, children. Today I am going to start the new lesson, lesson number 9, discount and commission. Children, let's discuss first of all certain terms. Term number 1, what is mark price? Take the simple example, children. Suppose you have a Maggi packet. On that Maggi packet, suppose its cost is written rupees 12. On that Maggi packet, its cost is written rupees MRP. In short, I would say MRP is written rupees 12. So whatever price tag is written on it, whatever cost is written on that Maggi packet, that is called as marked price. Understood? So I can show you the proper mathematical definition. Nowadays, there is a price tag on each item to be sold in a shop. Whether it is a Maggi packet or any cloth or any object, okay, on that price tag is always written, as I gave you the example of Maggi. Okay, same way on every product the price tag is written. Okay, and whatever price is written on that packet or on that object, that is called as mark price. But children, practically every time does it happen that exactly at that price only things are sold? The answer is no. Sometimes you must have seen the price which is written on that object or on that thing, or I would say on the product, which is nothing but a mark price. At that price the things are not sold. Rather, it is sold in reduced price. And whenever it means the whatever price it is sold, that price is called as selling price. Suppose I am again giving the same example. Maggi packet, if you had taken, suppose mark price is written rupees 12. But at the time of selling, suppose vendor sold you the same Maggi packet at rupees 10. So what is 10 rupees? 10 is the actual selling price. And 12 rupees is the printed price, which is nothing but the mark price. And whatever difference is there between mark price and selling price, that difference we call it discount. Remember, the original mark price and the reduced selling price. I'm saying reduced, this word is important. The actual mark price and the reduced selling price, in between whatever difference comes, that is called discount. Again come back to the same example. Maggi packet price tag is 12 rupees, so mark price is 12. Sold at 10 rupees, so selling price is 10. Okay, difference between mark price and reduced selling price is 2 rupees. 12 minus 10, 2 rupees. It means on that Maggi packet, vendor has given me 2 rupees discount. Am I right? And children, this is not new for you. You in Diwali, you must have seen Diwali Dhamaka. You are familiar with all these things. And you are applying also smartly whenever you find some discount in Amazon or in Diwali bumper offer. You always go over there to buy the things. Why? Because you know very well, because of that discount, I am getting the same product in reduced price. Am I right? And you hurry and you rush to buy that things. Okay, so discount is something make you happy, and you have seen that discounts on shops, in rainy season. Generally in clothes shops it is given 50% sale, uh, 30% sale. In Diwali so many discount offers are there. But children, when you see those discounts, have you ever observed? Generally, discounts are given in terms of percentage. Am I right? Generally, it is not written that if you go in any cloth shop where discount is being given, is it like that when you go in the shop, on this cloth 20 rupees discount is there, on this cloth 30 rupees discount is there? Is it written separately? No. On the shop it is written, it is 2% discount on every cloth, 3% discount on, or 10% discount on every cloth. Means generally discount is given in terms of percentage. So we have to calculate them discount percent on that particular mark price, and then we will come to know in terms of rupees how much discount is given. I will explain in another video now. Thank you. Welcome back, children. Okay, so where I was explaining you in last video, generally discounts are given in percentage form. Okay, so to explain you this, let me show you one example. Suppose you went in one shop. On shop, it is written 10% discount on every cloth. It's a cloth shop, and 10% discount on every cloth. Okay, now you liked one shirt, dress or shirt, whatever it is. Its cost, printed price, that is mark price, is written 500 rupees. You like that. Now on the shop it is written 10% discount on every product. So let's find out 10% discount means how many rupees less we will get on this mark price. So what we will do, if I want to find out discount, then what I will do, see, 10% discount means if suppose that particular clothes price would have been 100 rupees, then shopkeeper is ready to give you 10 rupees discount. 10% discount means what? If suppose that clothes price would have been 100 rupees, then 10 rupees discount means 10 rupees less he is ready to take. That means 10% discount. So 10% on each 100 rupees, 10 rupees less he is ready to take. That means 10 rupees discount on 100 rupees mark price. But actual mark price is 100 rupees? No. Actual mark prices of that cloth is 500. Let's find out, if actual mark price is 100, then how much rupees discount comes according to this percentage. How much rupees discount will come on 500 rupees mark price. Suppose for the time being I assume that X. Now you know very well how to cross multiply. 10 into 500 is equal to X into 100. 10 into 500 is equal to X into 100. I want to find out X. So multiplied by 100, when come to this side it become divided by, and this as it is. Understood? And then if we cancel 0, 0, 10 5s are 50. X is equal to 50. Do you understand what does it mean? According to this rule, 10% discount on every cloth, if the mark price of that particular dress is 500 rupees, then the shopkeeper will take how many rupees less from him? 50 rupees less from him. Do you understand? It means in that case what would be the selling price? Selling price would be mark price minus discount. Now mark price was 500. Discount just now I calculated on 500. How much rupees discount comes? 50. So selling price would be 450 rupees. It means that dress he will get or she will get at rupees 450, because shopkeeper will give 50 rupees discount. And why shopkeeper will give 50 rupees discount? Because the discount rate was in terms of percentage 10%. And what does it mean by 10%? If the mark price of that shirt is 100, in that case 10 rupees discount will be given. This is the meaning of 10%. But actual mark price of that shirt was 500. Then in keeping the same ratio, how much discount will be there on rupees 500? That we calculated by using the ratio form. So children, actually what we did here, we use the ratio form. If on 100 rupees 10 rupees, then on actual 500 rupees how much rupees will be there? Ratio we have kept the same. So based on this, we can write the same thing over here. Can you see that? X means how much percent discount is there upon 100. Why 100? Because 10% means 10 upon 100. Same way, X% discount means X upon, Same way, 10% discount means 10 upon 100. Same way, if I consider there is a discount is X percent, so the X upon 100. But actual mark price is different, and on that actual calculated discount is different. So the formula become percent discount divided by 100 is always equal to actual mark price and actual discount regarding with that mark price. Okay, this is the formula which I am going to use in my next examples. Thank you. Welcome back, children. So what you learned in last example, that 10% discount means if the mark price would have been 500, then according to this rate, according to this percentage on 500, how much discount came in rupees? 50 rupees. How much discount we calculated in rupees? 50 rupees. Okay, and if 50 rupees is discount, then actual selling price would be 450. Now suppose your friend like the another cloth in the same shop. Okay, then but whatever cloth he liked, its mark price was 1000 rupees. Then according to this rate on 1000 rupees, how much rupees will discount will be given? Listen carefully. Yeah? Friend like 1000 rupees cloth, but discount rate is same. So if 10% discount is there, then first we need to calculate 10% discount on 1000 rupees means how much rupees discount is there. Again children, I will do the same. Rate is 10%. Means what does it mean 10% discount? If suppose mark price is 100, then shopkeeper is ready to give you 10 rupees discount. That means 10%. But actual mark price is 1000. Then how, according to this rate, how much is the discount? We don't know. That we find it out. Understood? So x upon 1000. Now cross multiply. You will get the same kind of answer. Then 10 into 1000 divided by 100 is equal to x. 0 0 cancel. 10 tens are 100. It means on 1000 rupees mark price of shirt, they will give you 100 rupees discount. In short, 100 rupees less they will take from you. And then the selling price would be mark price minus discount. That would be 900 rupees cloth he will buy at the price of 900. Do you understand? So if the generally discounts are given in terms of percentage, then according to that product's price, we have to calculate this percentage on that product price and turn in rupees, and then you will come to know how much would be the selling price. And to explain that, children, we have written that formula. Let's generalize that thing. Suppose the discount percentage is X, then what ratio we have taken? If discount percent is X, it means X upon 100. Like 10% means 10 upon 100. Same way X percent discount means X upon 100 is equal to, always equal to, original mark price of that product and respective discount what will be there, that we will find out here. Or discount is given, then we can find out the mark price. Okay, so this is the percentage discount x upon 100. This is the actual mark price, and this is the discount in rupees which is given according to this mark price. This ratio is always same. Okay, by using this ratio form, we can find out any questions answer. If discount percent is not given, then too you can find out. If mark price and discount percent you are knowing, discount in rupees you can find out. If discount percent and the actual discount rupees is known, you can find out mark price. So everything is based on this thing. Okay, let's recall the last year's things first. Write the appropriate numbers in the following boxes. Children, 12 upon 100 means how many percent discount? 12%. And it is in symbolic form it is written. These things you are not aware of it. This is the last year's part. 47% means what? 47 upon 100. 86% means what? 86 upon 100. Now 4% of 300 means what? Of means multiplication. So of 300 means 300 multiplied by. 4% means 4 upon 100. Now calculate 100 cancel. What is left? 4 3s are 12. Same way we can solve the downward also. Of 1700 means 1700 multiplied by 15% means 15 upon 100. Now calculate 100 cancel. 17 15s are how much? We have to calculate that, children. 255. Okay. Yes. So we will continue in next video. Thank you. Welcome back, children. See, at present, online shopping of books, clothes, mobiles, etc. is more popular than going to the market. Nowadays, Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, so many online so many online websites are there where you can buy online. Am I right? Now, why it is profitable for companies also and it is good for customer also? See, the companies which sell their goods online do not have to spend much on shops and management. Yes, children. In previous days, whenever these online shopping was not available, what generally company does? Suppose they made some product. To sell that product in every city, they have to arrange the shops, they have to arrange the staff, they have to pay the AC bill of that shop, they have to pay the land bill, rent bill of that shop, they have to give the payment to that staff, and everything when they arrange in every city, then that their products will be sold through their shops. Understood? Okay, so obviously they have to pay a lot on the management and on that shops, and then their product will be sold through that shops because customer used to go in that shops and then they buy. But nowadays the things are very easy for them because of online shopping. They give all the information of that product on the online only, and the customer can buy directly through the company only. They don't need to arrange the shops and their management money and all that. So it is profitable for companies also, and for because of this, company is ready to give very much discount on every product. See, these companies not only give a discount but also give a home delivery because they don't need to pay on shops and management things. So they are ready to give you discount. Understood? On online shopping, and it is good for customer. And not only that, they are ready to give home delivery also. Okay, so online things are somewhat is profitable for company as well as for customer also. Okay, now let's go for the exercise. First one, very simple example. It generally comes for 1 or 2 marks. Mark price is 1700, selling price is 1540. Find the discount. Children, mark price and selling price is given, discount is asked. You know the formula of discount. Discount is equal to selling price minus mark price. Remember always, mark price minus discount, selling price. Because selling price is reduced price than mark price. Am I right? That's why we call it a discount. So discount formula is mark price minus selling price, because selling price is the reduced price of mark price. So mark price is 1700. Selling price is 1540. Let's subtract. So if you subtract 10, 0 minus 0, 0. 10 minus 4, 6. 6 minus 5, 1. So it is 160 rupees. I hope you understood. Formula of discount is what? Mark price minus selling price. So with this formula, you can easily find it out. Thank you. Good morning, children. Let's take another example of 9.1 exercise. if the mark price is rupees 990 of any product and percentage discount is given 10%, then find the selling price. Okay, so children, first I will show you on the rough page how to think over this example. Okay, and then we will finalize the things. Okay, so listen. What is asked to us? Selling price. You know very well how to find out selling price. Formula to find out selling price is equal to mark price minus discount. If I know these two quantities, I can easily find out selling price. Let's check out of these two quantities which things are available with us. Mark price. Yes, children. Mark price is given in question. Mark price of that product is 990. So I substituted over here. Discount. Is discount is given? The answer is no. Discount is given, but it is given in percentage form. And here I want discount in rupees. So we can't write 10% over here because it is in percentage form. I want the discount in rupees value, and which is given on which mark price? That discount to be given on mark price 990. Such a discount I want over here, which is not available right now with me. It means what? This shows you to find out this answer. First, I need to find out what? I need to find out first discount, which is given on mark price 990. Okay. So first I have to find out. So first step would be find out discount. Once you got discount, then you can finally find out selling price. Okay. Now how to find out discount? To find out discount, we have one formula. What is that formula? Discount percent divided by 100 is equal to discount given upon mark price. Understood? Now discount percent is available with me. What is that? Percentage of discount is 10%. It means discount percent is 10 upon 100 is equal to discount given. This discount is which one? It is in rupees form, it is in rupees form, and this is given on which mark price? The mark price is given 990. So here I will substitute 10% discount, so 10 upon 100. Actual rupees discount I don't know, so keep it as it is, and actual mark price is 990. When by cross multiplication I can easily find out this value. Once I got this value, I will substitute over here and then I will get selling price. Okay, and for the time being, discount in rupees I don't know, so I will suppose X rupees. What I will suppose? This discount is given is X rupees. And remember, I am telling you again and again, this discount is in rupees form and this discount is given on mark price, which is nothing but 990 rupees. Okay, so let's start solving on fair page. First, we will assume that the discount given is X rupees. And then we will substitute this, we will find out X value, and then I will substitute over here and then I will find out selling price. So let's start. First of all, I am writing given part. What is given? Mark price is equal to rupees 990. Percentage discount is given 10. Understood? And what is asked to find? What is to find? Selling price. Understood? Let's start. As I told you, first I will assume what? Discount is X rupees. You remember? Discount I will assume X rupees. So I will write let the discount be rupees X. Okay? On mark price rupees 990. So on this mark price, discount whatever I have assumed is X rupees. Okay, so now let's find out that discount. I know you know very well how to find out discount. So I will write the formula. Discount percent upon 100 is equal to discount given upon mark price. Okay children, we will continue this example in next video. Thank you. Welcome back children. So let's substitute the values. Discount percent is given 10. Okay, so I will write 10 upon 100 is equal to discount given, which I assumed X. It is in rupees form and this discount is given on mark price 990. Am I right? So this I assume X upon mark price is what? 990. Children, always remember 10% discount meaning what? Meaning of 10% discount means if the mark price would have been 100 rupees, then discount will be given 10 rupees. This is the meaning of percentage discount. Always remember. Okay. Now, let's proceed further. Cross multiply. So, 10 into 990 is equal to X into 100. Now I want to find out X value, so multiplied by 100, sent to other side, it would be divided by, and this 10 into 990. Now children, 0 0 cancel. You can see this 0 0 cancel. Finally what is left? 99 ones are 99 upon 1, that is 99. Okay, it means what? How much is the discount? Discount is 99 rupees. Okay, so discount is equal to rupees 99. Okay, now let's find out selling price. You know the formula, selling price equal to mark price minus discount. Now I know everything. Mark price is 990, discount is 99 rupees, which is on 990 rupees, and final subtraction is rupees 891. So this is the selling price. Okay, I hope you understood this all. Now let's proceed for the next question. I will take the third question. Let me write that question first. If the selling price is equal to rupees 900, discount is 20%. Understood? Then find the mark price. Then find mark price. Again children, first we will think on the rough page how we will get the answers. Children, this question is little tricky one. Okay, how to find out the answer? I will tell you first. Listen. What they have given? Selling price they have given and discount percent they have given, and they ask the mark price. If you think that I will use the formula selling price is equal to mark price minus discount, this formula, selling price is equal to mark price minus discount. Children, you can't use it. Reason behind that, or you can say, or you can't use that, because if you substitute selling price is 900, mark price is question only, so we don't know. Do we know the discount? The answer is no. This is also we are not knowing. It means only selling price I know, mark price I don't know, discount also I don't know. It is given, but it is given in discount percent. Okay, it is not in rupees form it is given. So we don't know this part also. And we don't know mark price also. So with two unknown things, I cannot find out mark price value. Am I right? And that's why first what we have to do, we cannot start in this manner by putting actual values. Then what I will do? Children, I will first concentrate on this part. Only on this part, discount is equal to 20%. Do you know what do you mean by discount 20%? Discount 20% means, see, discount 20% means when the mark price is when the mark price is rupees 100, that time then discount will be 20 rupees. Discount is 20 rupees, I said. Do you understand? This is the meaning of 20% discount. When mark price is 100, discount is 20 rupees. Understood? Children, we will continue this example in next video. Thank you. Welcome back, children. Let's continue our last example. So, I first find out discount 20% means when the mark price is 100, the discount will be 20 rupees. This is the meaning of this. Children, if that time discount is 20 rupees, can you find out selling price at that time? Let's find out. You know the formula of selling price. Selling price is equal to mark price minus discount. So that time, if mark price is 100 and discount that time is 20 rupees, so selling price would be 100 minus 20, it would be 80 rupees. Indirectly, it means, did you understand, when mark price is 100, discount is 20 rupees and respective selling price is 80 rupees. Okay, let's write down this information in this table. Mark price, discount and selling price. See, when mark price is 100, discount was 20 rupees and selling price that time 80 rupees. Understood? These all are rupees. But children, is this the original question? No. Question was what? The question was this, children. When the selling price is 900 and discount 20%, what will be the mark price? Let's substitute these values in the same table. Selling price is 900. Actual selling price is 900. I will write in selling price column. That time what they ask, that time what is the mark price? This is our original question. We don't know that mark price. Let's suppose it is X rupees. Let's suppose that is X rupees because we don't know. Okay, children. Now, and we have already used the meaning of discount 20% on the above column. Am I right? Now you can easily find out this X rupees mark price by taking this ratio and this ratio. Children, they are the same ratios. So I am going to write down in ratio form that 100 upon X is equal to 80 upon 900. Do you understand? In this manner, mark price ratio 100 upon X and here selling price ratio 80 upon 900. If you cross multiply, it will give you the X value, which is nothing but the mark price. Do you understand that? I hope you understood. So step 1, with the help of this, find out its respective mark price, discount and selling price, and then by using such a table, which I am not going to present on the final paper sheet, but by using this table we can easily find out this ratio. Once you cross multiply, you will get the respective mark price. Okay, so let's start. I am going to use it. First, children, I will assume that first of all, given part, selling price is equal to rupees 900, discount is 20%, and to find what? To find mark price. Okay, now let's find out solution. I will write when the mark price is rupees 100, that time discount is 20 rupees. Understood? And what will be the respective selling price? Therefore, selling price would be mark price minus discount. That means mark price when 100, discount is 20. So selling price would be 80 rupees. Okay. So, but is this the original thing? I just wrote down the meaning of 20% discount. This explanation of that. But I'm going to use this explanation for finding out my unknown part. Okay. So, but is this a original mark price? No. Original selling price? No. Original selling price is 900. When selling price is 900, what would be the mark price? We don't know. So, let's suppose that mark price is rupees X, which is given the okay. So let's write down that let the mark price let the mark price be rupees X when selling price is rupees 900. Understood? Now what we will do, children, we will do in next video. Thank you. Welcome back, children. Let's continue our last example. Okay, so now let the mark price be rupees X when selling price is rupees 900. Okay, now as I explain you, we can write, if you want, children, we can write that table. What is that table? Mark price in rupees, then here discount in rupees, and here selling price, which is also in rupees. Okay, so when the mark price is 100, that time discount was 20 rupees and selling price was 80 rupees. But this is our original question? No. Our original question is what? When mark price, we don't know, that we suppose X rupees. Am I right? That is, that time selling price is 900. Okay, we don't need to find out what would be the discount. Now have you noticed I got ratio, here two values, here two values. So if you hide this we can write down in ratio form and we can easily find out. So same thing I am going to write down. Therefore 100 upon X is equal to 80 upon 900. Now let's cross multiply and you will get the answer. So 100 into 900 is equal to X into 80. So 100 into 900 multiplied by 80, when come to this side, what happened? Divided by 80 is equal to X. Now 0 0 we will cut, children. Okay, 0 0 we will cut. Now 4 2s are 8. Here 4 2s are 8. 2 are left, 4 5s are 20. Okay, once again 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8, 1 is left, 2 5s are 10. Now 25 into 45 will give you answer rupees 1125. Okay, in this manner. But what was our X? X was mark price. So finally the mark price is rupees 1125. This is our final answer. I hope you understood, children. Okay, so what we did, first of all, we took the help of discount percent meaning. Discount percent meaning I wrote, when the mark price is 100, that time discount is 20. And that time we found out the respective selling price also. Okay, by assuming mark price is 100, discount is 20, what would be the respective selling price? We found out. Okay, once I got this all, then we again focus on our question. What was our question? When selling price is 900, that time what is the mark price? So I assume this mark price is X when the selling price is 900. That is only I have written, let the mark price is rupees X when selling price is 900. Okay, then I wrote down in tabular manner. Three things I put up: mark price, respective discount, and respective selling price. And I wrote when mark price is 100, discount is 20 and selling price is 80. But actually mark price we assume X when my selling price is 900. Okay, so if you hide the middle part, you must have seen here ratio form I got, 100 upon X is equal to 80 upon 900. Okay, this is a direct variation between mark price and selling price. So we have written in ratio form, and by cross multiplication I got the value of x, which was nothing but the mark price. I hope you understood, children. Thank you. Morning, children. Let's take one more example from 9.1 exercise. See the example, children. The mark price of the fan is rupees 3000. Shopkeeper gave 12% discount on it. Find the discount and selling price of the fan. Okay. Listen, children. First we will write whatever is the given part. So I am writing given. As you can see, mark price of that fan is given rupees 33,000. So I will write mark price is equal to rupees 3000. Then what they gave? Shopkeeper gave 12% discount. So discount is given, but in percentage form, children. Let's write down 12%. Okay. Find the discount and selling price of the fan. Means what is to find? To find selling price, to find discount in rupees on 3000 mark price. Okay. When mark price of that product is 3000, how much discount is given in rupees form, that is asked to you. And second, what they ask you? Selling price. Understood? Now this is very easy example, children. Listen, I want to find out discount in rupees on this mark price. So formula which we had used last time, same formula I will use. What is that formula? Discount percent upon 100 is equal to discount given upon mark price. Okay, this is the formula which we had used in previous example. Same formula I am going to use. Children, you can see discount percent is given 12% upon 100. Discount given in rupees, that we have to find out. And mark price is already given 3000. In short, I know this number is already there. This number, only one part is unknown, which I can easily find out. Understood? So what I will do, first I will assume how much is the first I will assume the discount given is x rupees. Understood? So I will write let the discount be x rupees or rupees x. And now substitute the values over here. Discount percent is 12%, so I will write 12 upon 100. Discount given, we assume x, upon mark price is 3000. Am I right? Now cross multiply. 12 into 3000 is equal to x into 100. Now multiplied by 100, sent to other side. It would be divided by 100. Okay, that is equal to x. Keep the x alone. Along with number, send it to other side. 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel. 12 into 30. What is the answer? 360. So 12 threes are 36 and the 0. So it is 360 rupees. In short, children, how much is the discount? Therefore, discount given is equal to 360 rupees. Now your first answer is ready. How much is discount? 360 rupees. Now let's find out selling price. Very easy, children. Let's use the formula of selling price. Selling price is equal to mark price minus discount. Am I right? So mark price was 3000. Discount is given 360. Subtract it, you will get the answer rupees 2640. So selling price is how much? Therefore, selling price of fan is rupees 2640 and the things are done. I hope you understood, children. Very simple. See, discount percent was given upon 100. Discount given in rupees form we don't know, that I assume X. Okay, and mark price was already given 3000. Actually, this is what, this is discount in rupees which is given on respective mark price, which is nothing but 3000. Substitute, first assume that discount, because we can't use this word every time. So better assume this is X. Okay, and then substitute the values. So I substituted, I cross multiplied, I got the discount. Once I got the discount, then you can put up this value in the selling price formula and you will get the respective selling price. I hope you understood, children. Thank you. Welcome back, children. Let's take another example of 9.1 exercise. See, the example is fifth one. The mark price of mixer is 2300. Customer purchased it for 1955. Am I right? So children, customer purchased at this value, indirectly it means it is the selling price for that vendor. Am I right? If customer purchased for this value, it means indirectly it means it is the selling price of that vendor and cost price for that customer. Okay, so this is the selling price for that vendor. Okay, and mark price of that product is this one. Okay, now find the percentage discount offered the customer. First we will write, children, given part. What is given? Given is mark price, that is rupees 2300. Second is selling price, which is nothing but rupees 1955. Cost price for customer, but same is the selling price for that vendor, so I have written selling price of that product. Okay, and what is asked to you? To find discount percent. See, discount percent is asked to you. Now how to find out this? If you concentrate, discount percent is asked, it means which formula you will use? This formula. Discount percent upon 100 is equal to discount given upon mark price. Children, this is asked to you. So this is suppose X. So it means this is X upon 100. Now discount in rupees, how much it is given? Do you know? The answer is no. We don't know this value. But mark price we know. What is the mark price? 2300. But the thing is that this value is not given directly, but you can find out, children. You know very well how to find out discount. What is the formula to find out the discount? Discount is equal to mark price minus selling price. So if I write discount is equal to mark price minus selling price, we know the mark price. Mark price is how much? 2300. We know the reduced selling price. How much? 1955. So you will get the answer by this, whatever is the discount, it is something 345 rupees. And once you know this discount, then you can substitute over here. It means on 2300 mark price, you will be given how much rupees discount? 345 rupees discount, which I can substitute over here. And once I substitute this value, children, I can easily find out discount percent, which I supposed X. Understood? By cross multiplication, only one part is unknown. Now you can find out. So what you understood from this rough thinking, that first I need to find out discount by using this formula. Once I got, then this value I can substitute in this and I will get this ratio, and then we can easily find out discount percent. Okay, so let's start doing that. First I will write down. Now on the fair page I will come back. First I will write down discount is equal to mark price minus selling price, that is 2300 minus 1955, which is nothing but 345 rupees. Okay, now we will assume, let percentage discount be X. Okay, remember percentage discount are not just a discount. There is a big difference in that. I assume percentage discount be X. I have not written rupees because this is the discount in percentage. So never make a mistake of writing here rupees. Okay, It is the percentage discount. It is the discount which is given in percentage form. Okay, so let's write down that formula. Discount percent upon 100 is equal to discount given upon mark price. Substitute the things. Discount percent we assume X upon 100. Discount given just now we calculated 345 upon mark price is 2300. Okay, cross multiply. X into 2300 is equal to 345 into 100, which is nothing but X is equal to multiplied by 2300, send it to other side, it would be 345 into 100 divided by 2300. Children, we will continue this example in next video. Thank you. Welcome back, children. Let's continue the same example. Okay, we were solving this step. See, X into 2300 is equal to 345 into 100. So X is equal to multiplied by 2300, come to other side, and this will remain as it is. Now let's divide. 0 0 cut, 0 0 cut. What is left? X is equal to 345 upon 23. Okay. Now the 23 ones are 23. 23 ones are 23. 11 are left. 11 and this 5, 115 become. So 23 5s are 115. So X is equal to 15. But children, what was X? X was percentage discount. So X is 15, indirectly it means the discount is equal to 15%. Okay, in this way you will get your final answer. That was only asked what was the discount percentage. Okay, so I got the answer. Now let's go for the another example. Now children, the another example is this. Shopkeeper gives 11% discount on a television set. Hence, a customer gets it for 22,250. Means customer get that with the reduced price, which I consider as selling price. Understood? Customer bought at that price. Indirectly, it means it is the selling price for that vendor. So, this is the selling price for the vendor. And find the mark price of the given television set. How to solve, children? I will explain you. First, we will write given part. Given part, two things are given. Discount percent, or you can say discount is equal to 11%. Means percentage discount you know. Then selling price you know how much it is. Rupees 22,250. This is the actual selling price of that product, whatever is there. Okay. Now what is asked to you? Mark price. To find mark price of the television. So we have to find out marked price. Okay children. Now this time this question is little difficult. Now the problem is that we don't have any ready-made formula to solve this example. Okay. We generally use that discount percent formula, but with that formula we can't solve this example. We had to use the ratio form which we had used in one example. Okay. First I will start with the meaning of discount percent. Everyone knows discount is 11%. Its meaning is what? Its meaning is if the mark price is 100 rupees, then discount is given 11 rupees. Am I right? And that time what would be the selling price? That also we will find out, children. Okay. So I am starting this. Let's write down the meaning of discount percent. Okay. When the mark price is rupees 100, that time discount given is rupees 11. This is the meaning of 11% discount. If that time discount is 11, children, can you find out that time what would be the selling price? Yes, we can find out. Therefore, selling price is equal to, what is the formula? Mark price minus discount. So mark price was 100, discount was given 11. So what would be the selling price at that time? Selling price would be rupees 89. So you might be wondering why teacher is finding out all this. Children, we are going to use ratio form. When my mark price is 100, I come to know selling price is 89 rupees. Okay. Now we have one more information. When selling price is 22,250, what would be the mark price that we are going to find out? Okay. In short, I am going to make the ratio of this mark price and selling price, and this actual selling price and actual mark price, which are supposed to be X. And that two ratios I am going to equate, and then we will find out this answer. Okay, so let's start. First of all, let's assume this original mark price of that product be rupees X. So let the mark price of TV is rupees X. Children, we will continue this in next video. Thank you. Welcome back, children. Let's continue the last example. Okay, now what we are going to do, first I explained the meaning of discount percent. When the mark price is 100, that time discount is 11 rupees. And I found out the respective selling price also. That time selling price would be mark price minus discount. So 100 minus 11, 89. Okay. Now, out of this information, I am going to use mark price and its respective selling price in my further part. Okay. Further part of the solution. Okay. When mark price is 100, selling price is 89. Now come to the actual thing. When selling price is actually 20,000, 22,250, then what would be the selling price? We don't know this. That time what would be the selling price? We don't know what would be the mark price. So let assume that time mark price is X when the selling price is this. Okay. So I am writing, let the mark price of the TV set be rupees X when the selling price is this. Okay. Now let's write down the information. I am writing here mark price in rupees, discount also in rupees, and selling price also in rupees. Okay. Now let's write down this information. When mark price was 100, discount was 11 rupees, and that time selling price was 89 rupees. Now come to the original question. When selling price is 22,250, that time we don't know discount, how much rupees is given, but we assume that time mark price is rupees X. So now if you see carefully, children, I got ratio. Okay, these two things and these two things I can equate. Okay, they are directly proportional, so we can write down in equation form, and then we can easily find out this unknown X. So let's write down 100 upon X is equal to 89 upon 22,250. Okay, and then cross multiply and we will get the respective answer. Okay, so let's write down 100 into 22,250 is equal to X into 89. Now I want to find out value of X, so multiplied by 89 I will send to the other side, it will become divided by, and this I will write down as it is. Okay, now it's time to cancel the things. Let's find out by which number we can cancel. So it would be cancelled by which number? No, 7, it's not possible. 3, no. So children, we will I have written the 89 table till 5. Let's divide 22,250 by 89. I will show you on the rough page. 22,250 divided by 89. First I will write 89 twos are 178. You can see 89 twos are 178. So 12 minus 8, 4. 1 minus 7 not possible. So 11 minus 7. Again 4, 1 minus 1, 0. Now put down this 5. Now you can see 89 5s are 445. So 89 5s are 445, 0, 0, 0. Now put this 0. So 89 zeros are 0. In this manner, if you divide this number by 89, you will get 250. So I will write over here 89 ones are 89, and if you divide this, you will get the answer 250. Okay, which I wrote over here. Now things are easy. Now what is left? 100 into 250 upon 1 is equal to x. 250 into 100, 25,000 upon 1 is equal to x, which is nothing but what? X is equal to 25,000 rupees. But what was my x? X was, I suppose, mark price of that television. So indirectly it means mark price is equal to rupees 25,000. I hope you understood, children. Thank you. Good morning, children. Let's take 8th example from exercise 9.1. Children, read this example very carefully. A shopkeeper decides to sell a certain item on a certain price. He decided which item to be sold and at what price it is to be sold. He tags the price on the item by increasing the decided price by 25%. See, shopkeeper is trying to do smart work. What he decided, he will increase 25% on decided price, and then that price he would write as a mark price. Okay, then he offers, but what he is doing, he decided 25% he will increase on the decided price. Okay, and then that price would be printed on that product. And then very smartly, what he is going to do, he is going to sell that product, which is already increased by 25%. But while selling, what he is going to tell the customers, that I am going to give you 20% discount, so that customer will be happy. Okay, printed price is this much and I am getting 20% discount, so I am in profit. Okay, and in that way he is going to sell that thing by giving 20% discount. Now question is to you, if he is doing in this manner, find how many more or less percent he will get on the decided price. In short, we are going to find out whether really he is going to be in profit or loss, or what is going to happen. Okay, in short, what will happen with the decided price? He will be getting more than decided price, or he will be getting less money than the decided price. This is the question asked to you. So let's start. Children, we don't know anything here. Only percentage form, how much rupees will be increased, and then he print on mark price, that is given, and how much discount he is going to give, that is given. Am I right? So no value is mentioned, no mark price, no selling price, no discount in rupees, nothing is mentioned. Okay, so what we will do to make our work easy, we will start, everything is depend on decided price. He is going to increase 25% on decided price, and then he will put up that value as a mark price on the product. Am I right? Then on that product, on that mark price, we are going to give 20% discount. So what we are going to do, let's decide decided price is 100, because everything is depend on decided price. So let's start with, let the decided price be rupees 100. Understood? Then If decided price is 100, now on this 100 rupees, he is going to increase 25%. And whatever 25% will come, that much money he will add in 100, and that money will be printed on that product as a mark price. Okay. So first we will find out 25% increase. It means how much increase? So I am going to write increase on decided price is 25%. But children, you know very well, 25% means what? On every 100 rupees, 25 on every 100 rupees, 25 rupees will be increased. This is the meaning of 25%. Percent. Cent means 100. On every 100 rupees, 25 rupees will be increased. This is the meaning of 25%. Okay. So, but our decided price is 100 only. Indirectly it means on this 100 rupees, how much rupees will be increased? 25 rupees will be increased. So I will write increase on decided price is nothing but in rupees form how much? In rupees form it is 25. In percentage form 25%, but in rupees form it is 25 rupees will be increased. Now what he is going to do? Original decided price is 100 of that product, but he is going to increase 25% on that, means 25 rupees he has increased. And now original price plus increased 25 rupees he will add, and that price would be written as marked price. Okay, so mark price is equal to 100 plus 25 rupees, that is equal to 125 rupees. Now he is going to give 125 rupees will be printed on that product. Children, we will continue this example in next video. Thank you. Welcome back, children. Let's continue this example. So till now we got mark price. Okay. Now after that, what that shopkeeper done? He printed this price on that product. Then afterwards he said to the customer that I am going to give you 20% discount on mark price. So let's children find out if 20% discount he is giving on this mark price, means actually how much rupees discount he is giving. You know very well how to find out discount. So I will write our regular formula, discount percent upon 100 is equal to discount in rupees. You remember, upon mark price. Okay, so let's use that. Discount percent is how much? 20% discount he is going to give. So 20 upon 100, sorry, is equal to discount we don't know in rupees. So let's write down in this as it is, and mark price is just now we got it 125. Cross multiply. So 20 into 125 is equal to 100 into discount. Okay. So children, 20 into 125 divided by 100 is equal to discount. Now let's find out that 20 ones are 20, 25 is 100. Okay, and 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 fives are 25. Okay, so discount is how much rupees discount he is going to give? 25 ones are 25 upon 1, it means 25 rupees discount he is going to give on that mark price 125. Okay, so now what next? We come to know how much discount he is going to give. Indirectly it means at what price? Indirectly it means at what price he is going to give, at what price he is going to sell that. So let's find out that. Selling price is equal to mark price minus discount. Mark price was 125, discount we just now got it 25. In short, he is going to sell that in actually 100 rupees. Okay, so children, have you understood this? Decided price was 100. Then very smartly he increased 25% on that, and then he printed the price 125. Okay, 25% increase means 25 rupees he increased, and then add in that decided price, and then he printed 125 rupees is the price of that product. Then he, to make the happy to customer, he gave 20% discount, and then it means he gave 25 rupees discount, and he sold the same thing at 100 rupees. So starting decided price was 100, and now after doing all these things, a selling price is also 100. Indirectly it means what? The decided price and selling price are same. So the decided price and selling price are same, and if both are same, it means indirectly what? The percentage on decided price is 0. Am I right? Indirectly 0% on decided price. So I would say the percentage on decided price is 0. No profit, no loss. Do you understand? He will not get any profit, he will not get any loss. Only original price only he is going to get back. Okay. Indirectly it means 0% on decided price. So he tried to do the smart work, but finally what happened with him? No profit, no loss, 0% on decided price. Understood? I hope you understood this, children. Thank you. Good morning, children. Now, today I am going to teach you commission and rebate. What do you mean by commission? See, sometimes it is not possible for a company to sell their manufacturer goods. Okay, suppose there is one company who has produced their some products or goods. Okay, but he is not able to sell that in proper manner. Okay, then what he will do? In such cases, the company assigns responsibility of selling of goods to some person. Okay, what he does, he appoints some person and he tells that person, sell these manufactured goods. Okay, and the person gets some remuneration for the service, and whatever that person will do the work of selling his manufacturer goods of that company. Okay, for that work that person will get some money. Understood? And that remuneration, whatever money you are giving to such person who is selling your manu who is selling the manufactured goods of that company. Okay, so that money which is given to that person is called as commission. In short, that person is selling the goods of that company, and whatever, and for that work the person is getting some money from that company. Okay, and that money is called as commission. The person who provides such type of service, the person who is doing this service is called commission agent. Okay, so who is helping that company to sell their goods, that person is called commission agent, and whatever money he is taking for that work, that money is called as commission. Commission. Now how the commission is decided? Let's see. Commission is decided in terms of percentage. Generally it is not like that 20 rupees I will give you for this work. It's not like that. It is this that whatever goods you will sell, of suppose 200 rupees goods you have sold, then on that 2% you will get it as a commission. Or 400 rupees goods you have sold, then 2% of 400 will be given to you. In this manner, the commission is given in terms of percentage. Understood? It is not like that 20 rupees I will give you, or a manufacturer said 4 rupees I will give you for this work. It's not like that. It is decided in terms of percentage. That whatever goods you have sold, suppose you have sold of that company 1000 rupees goods, then obviously 2%, suppose they have decided on that, a commission as a commission, then 2% of 1000 he will get. Suppose he sold 4000 rupees goods, then 2% of 4000 rupees that commission agent will get. Understood? So it is decided in the percentage form. The rates of commission vary according to the types of goods. Which kind of goods you are selling, okay, which kind of things you are selling, depends on that the commission differs. If owners of land, house, cattle, etc. want to sell their belongings, it is not for them to find such customers. In such a situation, the person who brings the seller and buyer together is known as mediator or agent or commission agent. Sometimes the person, you must have seen about the houses, children. Whenever you want to buy the house, generally, yes, sometimes it is exhibited in the exhibition, the selling of house, or otherwise there is no such market or something, am I right? Then what happens, the owner goes to that commission agent only to buy some house or to sell the house. Okay, that mediator person is also called as mediator or agent or commission agent. To buy, to sell or buy the cattle, to sell or buy the land, that time we need one person who knows, who want that thing and who want to sell that thing. Okay, and that person we call it as mediator, agent or commission agent. Understood? Otherwise, where we will find now where to sell our land or where to sell our house or where to sell our cattle, or sometimes if we want to buy these things, then we don't know where, from where we have to buy. We need to find out such a commission person, commission agent or mediator who knows the buyer and who knows the seller, both the things, so that he will bring that buyer and seller together through him, and then the transaction will be done. Okay, then next, food grains, vegetables, fruits, flowers are also sold with the mediator on agent. Okay, these things are also sold with the help of mediator. For the job, agent gets commission, and for doing this mediator work, that person gets a commission. The commission received from the seller or the buyer or from both. Sometimes commission agent will get the commission from buyer also and from seller also, because he was the only person who brought them together, who the one who wants to sell and the one who wants to buy. He made the meeting between these two and the transaction are being done. So both are in profit, buyer and seller. So from both the side, that commission agent gets the money. Okay, thank you, children. Welcome back, children. Now I will explain you what do you mean by rebate. Listen, children. To keep continued our traditional heritage like khadi or handloom clothes or khadi clothes, or you can say handicrafts. Okay, these are our traditional heritage. We have to continue this, we have to keep continuing this in our next generation. That's why certain organizations are there, and that organizations are Khadi Gramodyog or handloom shops or handicraft selling centers or even bachat groups who help them to promote these things. Okay, so these are the government organizations. Okay, and these organizations sometimes give attractive discounts on some special occasions. For example, at Gandhi Jayanti, to promote the khadi textile goods are discounted. Understood? Means they are giving discount price. Okay, because of that, what happens, the khadi will be promoted, which is our Indian heritage. Okay, more people will buy because it is in lesser price, and the khadi will be promoted, it will reach to more people, which is our Indian heritage. Understood? And at the same time, those who are making this khadi, that tribal people or whatever people are doing this, they will get a help. Okay, they will get a more money. But children, what happens if they are selling these goods at lesser price, means at discount price, it would be a loss of them. Am I right? And then to compensate that loss, what happen? Government gives them that money. Okay, and that compensation is known as rebate. So these centers, to promote our heritage, to keep continued our heritage, they are making these things, and at such festive season they are giving discount, so that these things, these traditional thing, will be promoted. Understood? But by doing this, if they would be in loss, it would be a problem for them. And at such situations, government compensate that loss in terms of rebate. Okay, hence rebate is also a type of discount. So rebate is one kind of discount only, which is given by the government to such organizations who are promoting our traditional heritage things. Okay, who are promoting our traditional things. Okay, the individuals having, now this is kind of rebate given by government to such organizations. Now one more thing is called as rebate. What is that? Let's see. The individuals having income up to certain limit also receive some discount on that payable income tax. Children, every the person who is doing job, they have some income, and on that income they have to pay some income tax. Okay, but sometimes government gives some discount on that payable income tax. Means any individual is paying suppose certain money as a income tax, on that money na government is giving some discount. Okay, and that discount is also considered as rebate. So suppose 2000, I'm giving you a simple example. Suppose 2000 rupees any individual have to pay as an income tax. Then on that 2000 rupees, some money the government is discounting. Some money less they are taking. Understood? And that discount money is also called as rebate. Okay. I hope you understood, children. Now let's go for the exercise. Exercise 9.2. Now children, we will solve the question. First one. John sold books worth rupees 4,500 for a publisher. Okay. For this he received 15% commission. Miss, John is the mediator. John is the commission agent who sold the books of a publisher. And how much rupees books he sold? 4,005 rupees books he sold. And for doing this work, publisher gave him 15% commission on this 4,500 rupees. Okay. If he is giving 15% commission to him on this rupees, actually how much rupees he is giving commission? That is only asked to us. Find the total commission of John obtained. Children, we will solve this in next video. Thank you. Welcome back, children. Now let's start that example. Not start, we are continuing the last video's example. Last time I explained you the meaning of that. Now let's start solving. Selling price of books. How much is the selling price? John sold books worth rupees 4,500. It means selling price of book is 4,500 rupees. Okay. Now rate of commission. How much commission they have given? In percentage form, 15% commission they have given. So I will write over here 15%. Now commission is given in percentage form. I want to find out the same commission in rupees form. So how to find out commission in rupees form? Commission obtained is equal to percent commission into selling price. This is the formula. Percent commission into selling price. How much is the percent commission? 15%. That means 15 upon 100 into selling price. What is the selling price? 4,500. Let's solve this. 0, 0 cancel. 0, 0 cancel. Then what is left? 15 into 45 is left. So multiply that. 15 into 45. You will get the answer 675 rupees. Okay. Only remember the formula. Percent commission into selling price. Only I have written, instead of writing 15%, I have written in ratio form 15 upon 100. That's it. Okay. I hope you understood the answer. So how much commission he got in rupees form? 675 rupees. 15% commission means 675 rupees commission he got. Okay. Now let's proceed for the next example, children. The next example is this. Rafiq sold flowers worth rupees 15,000 by giving 4% commission. Now this time we are concentrating on that Rafiq who is selling the flower. Okay. I am not concentrating on commission agent. I am concentrating on Rafiq who is actually selling the flower with the help of commission agent. Understood? So Rafiq's flower, he sold it of 15,000 rupees. So how much rupees flower he has sold? 15,000 rupees flowers he has sold, but with the help of commission agent. Okay, and to that commission agent he gave 4% commission on selling his 15,000 rupees flowers. Okay, and then they ask you find the commission he paid, means how much rupees commission he gave to commission agent, and second we have to find the amount received by Rafiq. Rafiq sold 15,000 rupees flowers. Then 4% of that 15,000 he gave a commission to that commission agent. And finally, after doing this all transaction, how much rupees he will actually get in his hand, that also asked to find out. Okay. So let's start. First, children, we will write given. Given is what? Selling price is given rupees 15,000. Then how much commission is given? 4%. Okay. Now what is to find out, children? To find out commission and amount received by the Rafiq. To find commission in rupees and amount received by, finally how much amount received by Rafiq, that we have to find it out. Understood? Now let's start. Children, first step is what? First we will find out 4% commission if Rafiq is giving to that commission agent, means how much rupees commission he is giving to that commission agent. Okay, and then only we can find out how much rupees Rafiq will get after paying the commission rupees. Okay, so let's start. You know the formula how to find out commission in rupees. Commission in rupees is equal to what? Percentage commission into selling price. Percentage commission was 4% into selling price is 15,000. 4% means, you know very well, 4 upon 100 into 15,000. Now 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel. What is left? 4 into 150, which is nothing but rupees 600. This much commission he will give, Rafiq will give to the commission agent. Okay. Now after giving this 600 rupees, how much rupees Rafiq will get? We will see in the next video, children. Thank you. Welcome back, children. Let's continue our last example. So last time we found out that how much commission Rafiq will have to pay to the commission agent. It was given in percentage form, we found out in rupees form. So Rafiq will give 600 rupees to the commission agent on selling his 15,000 rupees flowers. Okay, let's continue. Then finally how much Rafiq will get the money? Let's find out. Amount received by Rafiq is equal to selling price, means how much rupees flowers he sold, that selling price, minus how much rupees he gave to the commission agent, that is commission. Okay, so 15,000 rupees flowers he sold, and actually 15,000 rupees flowers he sold, so he should get back 15,000 rupees. But from that money he has to give some money to the commission agent for doing his work. How much money he gave to commission agent? 600 rupees. So that we need to subtract, and then the subtraction is 14,400 rupees. So this much money actually he will get back. in his hand after paying the commission rupees and after selling the 15,000 rupees flowers. Okay, I hope you understood, children, this. Now let's go for one more example. Third one. A farmer sold food grains for rupees 9,200. Now farmer is selling the food grains. Okay. Of how many rupees food grains he is selling? 9,200. But he is not actually from himself he is selling. He took the help of commission agent to sell his this 9,200 rupees grains. Okay. And whenever he assigned the commission agent to sell this, okay, it is decided that he will give 2% commission on selling this much rupees grades. Okay, so now the question is asked to you, if 2% commission will be paid to the commission agent on selling 9,200 rupees grades, then how much amount did the agent get? So right now how much amount farmer will get, we are not interested in that. We are interested in finding out how much rupees commission that commission agent will get. How much rupees commission he will get? Obviously he would be getting 2% commission on this selling price. But 2% means in rupees form how much? Let's find out that. You know very well, if you want to find out the commission in rupees, first we will write given form. Given selling price is equal to rupees 9,200. Then commission is equal to 2%. Okay, what is to find out? To find commission, but that is in rupees. Commission got by agent. This is we have to find out. Okay, so whenever we want to find out commission in rupees, the formula is fixed. Commission is equal to percentage commission multiplied by selling price. Percentage commission was 2% into selling price was 9,200. But everyone knows 2% means 2 upon 100 into 9,200. Okay. So 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel. What is left? 2 into 92, which is nothing but how much? 184 rupees. So agent got rupees 184 as commission. Agent got rupees 184 as commission. Children, in last example we found out how much that seller got after paying the commission to commission agent and selling the things. This time we found how much commission agent will get the money. There is a difference in that last question and this question. I hope you understood that. Thank you. Good morning, children. Let's take one more example from 9.2 exercise. As you can see, question number 4. Umatai purchased the following items from a Khadi Bhandar. She bought 3 saris. Each saree's price is 560 rupees. Then she bought 6 bottles of honey. Each bottle's price is 90 rupees. So these two things she has bought, and whatever total cost occurs on these two things, on that she got the rebate. Rebate means discount. Understand? She got the discount of 12%. Okay? And then if she is getting 12% discount, then how much actually she will have to pay the money to that Khadi Gramodyog? That we have to find it out. So children, in three steps we will solve this. First we will find out what will be the total cost of both these things. Second, we will find out on that total cost 12% discount means how much rupees discount is there. And then we will subtract that discount money from the total cost and we will get how much amount she will have to pay. So 3 steps are there. Let's start. First we will find out the cost of 3 saris. So I will write the cost of 3 saris is equal to 3 into 560, that is rupees 1680. Okay. Then we will find out what will be the cost of 6 bottles. So cost of 6 bottles of honey is equal to, now children, 6 bottles he have bought and each bottle's price is 90. So total will be 6 into 90, that is rupees 540. Okay. Now the cost of 3 sarees is 1680. Cost of 6 bottles is 540. So what would be the total cost? Let's find out. The total cost is equal to, how much it is? 1680 plus 540. That means equal to rupees 2220, children. This would be the total cost. It means Umatai will have to pay this much rupees to the Khadi Gramodyog. But Khadi Gramodyog is giving her 12% discount on this total cost. So let's find out how much rupees discount they are giving you. They are giving to Umatai. So we will find out rebate is equal to 12% of 12% of total cost. That is what we will find out. 12% means 12 upon 100. Of means into total cost is 2220. Now let's solve it. We will get it, children. See, 0 0 cancel. Now 2 6 are 12, 2 5 are 10. Okay, so what is left? 6 into 222 divided by 5. So let's solve it. Now children, we will be needing one rough page. So let's use this rough page. Let's find out what will be 222 into 2 into 6. Okay. 6 2s are 12. 6 2s are 12 plus 1 13. 6 2s are 12 plus 1 13. Now it means multiplication of this is 1332 divided by 5. Let's divide it. 1332 divided by 5. Okay. What you have to? 5 2s are 10. 3 is left. Then take this 3 down. Again 5 6 are 30. Again 3 is left. Now take this 2 down. Then again children 5 6 are 30. 2 is left. Now put a decimal, take a 0 and you will get 5 4s are 20. Okay. So answer is 266.4. Okay. Well, let's write down, that is 266.4. It means what? 266 rupees 40 paise will be the discounted money. It means Umatai will not have to pay this much money. Okay. So let's find out then actually how much amount she will have to find out. So amount paid is equal to total cost minus rebate money. Total cost minus rebate. So children, total cost is how much? 2220. Rebate money is 266.4. So let's find out what will be the answer. Children, again I will show you the subtraction. 2220 rupees minus how much? 266.40 rupees. 266.40 rupees. Here this is a round figure, it means 0.0. Now 0 minus 4 not possible. So take this 10, this is 9, this is 10. 10 minus 4 6. Here 3. 1 minus 6 not possible. So here left 1, here 11. 11 minus 6 5. 1 minus 2 not possible. So here left here 9. So what will, now here what is left? 1. And after leaving one digit there is a decimal. So answer is 1953.6. 1953.6. You can say 0 also, no problem. Rupees. Welcome back children. Let's take one more example from 9.2 exercise. Example number 5. Children, this is given like a fill-ups form, but we may ask you without giving such kind of fill-ups. So you be prepared for everything. Okay, any kind of question. Now let's come back to the question. Use the given information and fill up the boxes. Srimati Deepanjali purchased a house for 7,50,000 from Leela Ben through an agent. It means, children, who is the buyer in this transaction? Deepanjali. And who is the seller in this transaction? Leela Ben. Deepanjali is purchasing, so she is the buyer. Leela Ben is selling that house, and that's why she is the seller. And through whom they are doing this transaction? Through the agent. And obviously, if agent is helping them to do that, to put them together, then agent will take some money from both of the person. Okay, and that is nothing but what? Brokerage. So agent is going to take the brokerage from buyer also and from seller also. And how much brokerage is decided to take? 2% brokerage on the this amount. Where is that? 7,50,000 amount. Understood? So agent is going to take the 2% brokerage on 7,50,000 from buyer, and same way agent will take the 2% brokerage from on 7,50,000 from seller. Okay, so let's find out that how much things they are doing. Okay, Srimati Deepanjali paid dash dash brokerage for purchasing the house. You know very well Deepanjali will pay the brokerage to that agent. How much brokerage she will pay in terms of rupees? Let's find out. Okay, 2% I know, but in rupees how much? So 2% means 2 upon 100 of how much amount? 7,50,000. Okay, so children, we need to solve this. Okay, so I will show you how to solve this. 2 upon 100 into 7,50,000 is equal to 0 0 cancel. Now what is left? 2 into 7,500. This is the step. Now let's multiply. 2 zeros are 0, 2 zeros are 0, 2 5s are 10, 2 sevens are 14 plus 1 5 15. So how much it came? 15,000. So that I will write over here. 15,000 rupees she will Deepanjali have to pay as a brokerage to that agent. Understood? Now same amount Leela Ben will also have to pay to that agent, because Leela Ben is also going to pay the brokerage of 2% on this amount. Am I right? So 2% of this amount we have just calculated, that comes 15,000. So same 15,000 Leela Ben will also pay to the as a brokerage to the agent. So I am writing Leela Ben paid brokerage 15,000 rupees. Okay. Now Deepanjali will pay 15,000 to broker or agent. Sorry, not broker, it's a agent. Deepanjali will pay 15,000 rupees to the agent. Leela Ben will also pay 15,000 rupees to the agent. So total brokerage is how much? Let's find out. 15,000 plus 15,000. Children, how much it is? It is 30,000 rupees. Okay. So total brokerage will be 30,000 rupees agent is going to get. Okay. Now next, the cost of house Srimati Deepanjali paid is rupees. Now Deepanjali was the buyer. Am I right? And the cost of house was how much? 7,50,000 rupees was the cost of house. Okay. Cost of house. Plus Deepanjali will pay the brokerage to that agent, that is 15,000 rupees. So total how much Deepanjali will pay? Brokerage plus cost of house. Let's make the total 0, 0, 0, 5, 6, 7. So it would be 7,65,000 rupees money the Deepanjali will pay totally. So I am writing the cost of house Srimati Deepanjali paid, that is 7,65,000 rupees. Understood? Brokerage is also added because she has to pay for buying that house. So this is the total cost she will have to pay. Now selling price of house for Srimati Leela Ben. Now obviously selling price of house means actually Leela Ben should get the 7,50,000 rupees for selling that house at this price. But out of this, of course, she will be getting this much money. But from this much money, she will have to pay 15,000 rupees to the agent. So that money we have to subtract. So let's find out 0, 0, 0. Here 4, this is 10. 10 minus 5, 5. 4 minus 1, 3. This is 7,35,000 rupees actually she will get in her hand. Okay, so 7,35,000 rupees she will get in her hand. I hope you understood, children. Thank you.